Hello everyone and welcome to episode 141 of the WMMA 5 series here on the channel. It's the final show of 2009. It is Shockwave 2009. What a show we have here, as we're going to have two title matches, and there's going to be a major main event that we will talk about here in a bit, because we do have a couple pieces of mail to go through. So we have Scott Smith. He's left Capital City Fighting Alliance and has joined Range. Thiago Alves has left Who's Valley Tudo. Jermaine Durandamy got extended, so did Pedro Hizzo and Ryan Jensen. Ryan Healy left Team Quest. We also extended Damian Maya and Caitlin Young. Yuki Kondo wants to fight Lee Murray. I think Lee Murray's a favorite in that, so I don't know why Yuki Kondo's wanting that, but Lee Murray's fighting Aaron Simpson at the first worldwide, and I think just the first show in general. Oh, no, actually, I think Decade of Destruction is actually to go first. So the first worldwide of 2010 of our final year of Pride FC, so that should be fun. As we extended Michelle as well, even though she is 0-2, just because that women's division could always use as far as depth there. But we'll keep the count. The one is Alexis Davis has joined the Canadian Martial Arts Center. We extended Angela. Magda is also Casey Nolan. We signed Ricardo Lamas as Ricardo Lamas 5-0. Lightweight, 5'8", a wrestling style lightweight. I think there's a lot of guys that match up very well with him as far as what he can do. He is also an accomplished kickboxer. He can do pretty well standing. We'll see how he does in Pride FC. And then Leota Machida wants to fight Forrest Griffin, which what a fight that shall be. Nick Diaz has been extended, and we also signed Cowboy Cerrone. Donald Cerrone has been signed. He has been in rings in the past. And as far as, I think we're going to let him stay up there. You know, he was in the finals of the Lightweight Grand Prix. Other than that, he's won all of his fights in rings. So, I mean, that's not a bad, 4-1 record. Hasn't had, like, a good and great fight since we've signed him. But, there's a lot of talented guys in that lightweight division. I could definitely see him being able to face. As the lightweight division's really clicking along, obviously. Some very talented people. And Cain Velasquez has left Team Wildman Valley Tudo, even though he is 8-0 and has been a problem this entire time. Excited to see where he goes in the following year, and that should be a lot of fun to see. But we have to, there we go, get rid of those as well. So, the Pride FC Shockwave 2009 card, Sergey Curtner, Big Ben Rothwell, we're making it happen. Both guys have accepted to take this fight on short notice. I think it's like a 2-week camp for both of them. Unreal. I'm very, very surprised this happened, because that is now the main, and we're going to have the co-main be the middleweight title fight. I thought about having the women's fight still on there in Vanessa Porto, but I just feel like it's better to send that down the line, because, Vanessa Porto and Aaron Tefel too, I think that's going to be a hell of a fight. I think that should be a main event of its own pay-per-view, so it's going to start off the Decade of Destruction as far as the main event of our first 2010 event will be them. So that should be a lot of fun to see. Also have Toby Mata and Josh Thompson. What a lightweight fight that is. And both those guys are in the top 5 of lightweights and former champions there. That should be a really fun fight. And a fight that broke my heart in real life. Maybe chances of fate can turn here. Mikro Krokop versus Gabriel Gonzaga. Gabriel Gonzaga might not catch him with a head kick. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, I would die inside if that happens. Jason Von Flue and Chris Lytle, as well as a welterweight contest. And then Nate Marcotte versus Leopoldo to kick off the main card. So 2 middleweight fights, 2 heavyweight fights, and then a welterweight and a lightweight fight. And our prelims, it is 2 heavyweight fights as well, as Don Fry versus Fabricio Werdum. Fun fight there, but to kick it off, Bob Sapp and Aung Choi. Fuck yeah. Anytime we have a Shockwave card, we want to have a crazy fight on the prelim that's just absurd, and this is up there. We did Bob Sapp and Kimbo Slice before, which Bob Sapp pretty much killed him. We'll see what happens here with him and Aung Choi. We're going to have to reinforce the ring with Bob Sapp and Aung Choi in there. But, yeah, this is, a big main event, though, for Big Ben Rothwell, making his first defense of the Pride Heavyweight title. Of course, if Sergey wins, it'll be a second reign, which Rothwell's finished 4 of his last 5 opponents. 2 of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Number 2 and number 3 ranked in the world for Rothwell and Sergey. 8th time that Sergey's made him in a Pride event. The 5th time for Big Ben Rothwell. Now, Rothwell will have the significant weight advantage. But the Blue Cast Sapp picks give it to him a slight advantage, which is very, very interesting. Obviously, Sergey, 13-1-1. The one loss, of course, was a rear naked choke loss to Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira Big Nog, which then he had the majority draw, and he won the unanimous decision, which it's crazy to think they've had a split, a majority, and a unanimous decision, plus the finish. So just that those two have had just some crazy fights along the way. He's knocked out a couple of people you see there. Obviously, Pete Williams and Alistair Overeem as of late, as of recently, past couple of years. But this is a big fight for both guys, obviously. Big Ben Rothwell, of course, beating Crow Cop back in September. So it's a quick turnaround for him. He's won by submission in a lot of different ways. The guillotines was off of double leg takedown attempts, rear naked choke on Alistair Overeem, the Kimura on Tim Sylvia, and then getting the rear naked choke over Crow Cop, which is interesting because he's only had one first round finish. That was back in the Fedor fight of February of 2007. But this should be a very fun main event. Those guys, quick turnaround for Big Ben Rothwell. Sergey somewhat, as far as he fought in September as well. So it's about the same turnaround, but I believe the Cold War show was just like a couple of weeks before it. So I think it's going to be a fair fight for both guys. They're both taking a short notice. There's no, I don't think, advantage there. I think they took about the same amount of damage because Crow Cop fucked them up a little bit, but and I think also Big Nog did as well to Sergey. So it should be a fun fight. Fabio Maldonado versus Anderson the Spider Silva. Anderson Silva making his second defense of the Pride middleweight title. Two of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Anderson Silva, number 1. Fabio Maldonado, number 7. So you're seeing the first, second, and third ranked guy, and also the 7th ranked fighter in the world on this card. So we're trying to make this a big deal, and I think it's definitely going to have that big fight feel. They both have finished 3 of the last 5 opponents, so that's a great sign of this one not going the distance, but 8-1 in Pride FC for Fabio Maldonado. Had the one loss to Ron Fairclough. Would love to run that back potentially in the future. It's just crazy to think he's beaten Merlio, Liddell, Marcotte, Vitor. He's beaten some tough guys for sure. Definitely, the Merlio fight was crazy too because that was just what a card. Pride 45 really was. That was a fun card. We've had some fun pay-per-views as of late, and this is going to be a banger though. I got a great feeling about it. Anderson Silva 14-3-1 has the draw with Rampage and the 3 losses. 2 of them to Merlios, which is very, very interesting. So you'd think MMA math would dictate giving a win to 5 Mile, but you never know. As Frank Shermack also has a win with a rear naked choke, of course, as far as a couple fights into Silva's Pride FC career. So, Fabio Maldonado, he does have a significant weight advantage. As Silva trains at Moose Valley Tudo, which Maldonado has an overall record of 1-0 against other members of that team. This is a fun fight. This is a fun fight for sure. Honestly, as an underdog with a significant weight advantage like Maldonado does, and as someone who's beaten someone that Silva hasn't beaten twice, I think that's a good sign as a fun underdog there. Toby Mata versus Josh the Punk Thompson. This was once the main event of our first live in the U.S. taping of Worldwide, which Thompson won by split decision while we're running this back. They both have won 3 of the last 5 fights by decision. Both are in the top 10 of the welterweights in the world. Amada's 3rd, Thompson's 10th, even though, of course, this is a lightweight contest for the Pride FC division, but obviously our weight divisions are a little different. Zamada trains at the Death Clutch Gym, which Thompson is 0-1 against other members of the team. Yamada having heavy favorites, 7-0 on the Blurcast Zap picks. I think it's very, very close. Obviously, Thompson winning by split decision. I think that just comes with the kickboxing background. He has lost 2 out of his last 3 before he was on that crazy winning streak and becoming the lightweight champion, beating Toby Mata by split decision. But as fate would have it, they find themselves back again against each other just a year later to end out the year of 2009. Toby Mata, as far as he's 4-2, he beat Gilbert Melendez, which I didn't even think he was going to beat Melendez, and even the fight with Blake Frederickson, I didn't think he was going to beat Blake there, honestly. So he's been someone that I've kind of, I wouldn't say have just expected to lose, but I guess that is the case for a lot of these big-time fights. But for him, this is a great, chance of redemption, great chance of revenge. He was on a pretty good run as lightweight champion. You saw there. He won the belt, against Joe Stevenson and beat Jens Pulver and had the rematch, which you beat Joe Stevenson again. He beat Dean Thomas. So he's been in the Shockwave environment before a couple of years ago. Hopefully that fight does a little bit better than the Dean Thomas one. We'll see. As Mikko Crow Cop, Gabriel Gonzaga. Of course, Crow Cop had a very good chance of main eventing this card, but as fate would have it, of course, he loses to Rothwell. But for Crow Cop, he's finished 3 of his last 5 opponents. First time they fight, he's going to have a 6-inch reach advantage. 6-1 though in the Blur SF picks, with Gabriel Gonzaga being the favorite. Makes sense for what happened in real life. 13-3, lost to Ben Rothwell, of course, by rear naked choke and a leg lock by Josh Barnett. And you see the Kazuki Vegeta, the crazy fight at Shockwave. So he's had some success at Shockwave. He's also had, that's when he beat Big Nog, of course, last year. And, as far as to be able to be on that card, it is always special for him. And you can have always a crazy fight. You see that, really, he's had good to great fights every time besides the Big Nog fight, weirdly enough, and then the Pete Williams fight, which first round knockouts in both those fights. This is going to be, I think it's going to be special, though. Gonzaga is the favorite. It's pretty crazy. Because really, Crow Cop, I think now Crow Cop's kind of going into kind of the tail end of his career, funny enough, obviously, going into the next decade. As for Gonzaga, he's on the way up. He just knocked out Simi Chalet, top 8, as far as 8th guy in the world for the heavyweight division for Simi Chalet. And someone that I think is on that level of striking that Crow Cop is. So that's a great kind of tail sign for him as far as what's his plan for the future. You see there, he's had that, as far as right before the end of the first round, those knockouts against Gilbert Yvel and Simi Chalet. I think those are great guys kind of in preparation for this fight. This should be a fun card. I'm so looking forward to seeing it. Hopefully Crow Cop, though, does avenge the real-life loss. Jason Von Flue taking on Chris Lytle. Both are world-ranked middleweights. Lytle 10th, Von Flue 11th. Von Flue, significant favorite on Black Epic, 7-0, but I think it's a lot closer than that. Von Flue 8-3, 18-7 as a whole. Just lost to John Delicia, which obviously is a very tough competitor, and he's lost to Luis Santos and George St. Pierre and Nick Serra. So out of those 4 losses, 3 of them are welterweight champions. So it's not like he's losing the bums or anything. He's been fighting some of the top talent. He had that win over Nick Serra, too, after losing to him. So you have that as well. Yeah, I think that's a good opportunity for Nick Serra. Or for Jason Von Flue. But for Chris Lytle, 20-10-1 as far as 20-10-4, rather. Not 1, but 4-1 in Pride FC. Just beat Luis Santos by submission. Got the one with the Kimura. Would love to see what he can do against Jason Von Flue, because I would say Von Flue's better technically on the ground than both Luis Santos, Hayao Sakura, and even Ryan Style, Jake Ellenberg, obviously. So it's a big test for him. We'll see how he does. And then to open up the show, Nate the Great Marcotte, Leopoldo Cerro. Cerro just submitted 3 of his last 5 opponents. Both are world-ranked light heavyweights. Marcotte 13th, Cerro 14th. Cerro trains a Brazilian top team, which Marcotte 0-3 against other members of that team. That is not good. He is not the Brazilian killer. I know that for sure, but my God, this is going to be a hell of a fight. 5-inch reach advantage for Marcotte. He is the favorite. I wouldn't say he's the strong favorite, though, honestly, because you see these wins. Ice Cold Igor's, he's a thing of the past, honestly. Yuki Kondo hasn't really done well in Pride FC. The Faircloth knockout is huge, but then you have Frank Shamrock, you have Dan Henderson and Lee Murray. Some interesting wins, but at the end of the day, I just don't think it's going to be enough. And then for Leopoldo Cerro, a guy who honestly had a really good shot of rising up that rankings and got knocked out by Solioff, and he had the decisive win over Aaron Simpson, even though it wasn't a great performance from him, but he did decisively win that fight, and he's been on a tear, obviously, as of late. As far as you see there, really, since 2003, he has been on another level as far as other middleweights in the world, light heavyweights, if you're being exact, with the 205 weight. But, yeah, that should be a very fun opener. And then the Predator Don Fry versus Fabricio Werdum. They have fought once before, back in 2005 in American Bushido 7. Fry won by split decision, as Fry has finished 3 of his last 5 opponents. And, of course, that would be when Werdum last lost, I believe, back in October 2005. And he's looking to redeem that loss. Oh, actually, he fought Crow Cop, that's right, at Pride 30 Fully Loaded. Tough break for Fabricio Werdum, though. He got some tough guys kind of thrown his way early there. But, yeah, this is a great opportunity for Fabricio Werdum to redeem that loss here and send Don Fry back. And honestly, Don Fry, 44 years old, it's kind of amazing he's even still fighting. Pretty crazy he's still ranked in the top 25, as far as the 25th spot. But 20-8, 9-7 as a whole. Just won against Jerome Banner back in July, and it's crazy to think like he's fought like he knocked out Kazuchika Fujita. He fought Bob Sapp before. The knockout against Oleg Takartov at the first American Bushido card. Of course, redoing the Takayama fight. A lot of fun stuff that we have seen throughout this series, and even one of the best fights we've ever had. The Ogawa fight in the second ever show we ever ran at Pride FC Grand Prix 2000, the finals of that. But this is just a chance for Fabricio Werdum to redeem that loss in a fight I'm so looking forward to seeing. Bob's at the heavy favorite. Hungman Choi, 5-inch reach advantage, which is, he's 7'1", I think, 7'2" maybe? No, he is 7'2". So a 7'2" tall ass motherfucker only has a 5-inch reach advantage with a guy who is 6'5". That is insane. Bob Sapp, of course. I mean, he's had some legendary fights for us. The Takayama fight at Absolute Fury was a lot of fun to do. The fight with Brock at Shockwave was crazy. The Kimbo Slice fight. Oh, I thought that was at Shockwave. No, that was at Bushido Down Under 2. That was crazy. Of course, we sent him down the rings after the Czech Congo loss, and he just kept on losing by submission. But once we're throwing guys in there that won't really try to get him down to the ground and submit him, I think it should be a lot of fun. This should be an insane fight that should see a knockout. Of course, Hungman Choi, he did, as far as I believe, he knocked out Kimbo is what happened. Yeah, he knocked him out, which of course he failed the drug test. Yeah, it was Shockwave test, so that's who had the Shockwave fight. But now he's back looking to get his first win and keep it that way. Hopefully he's not on PEDs, which, I mean, Bob Sapp's definitely on PEDs. That's besides the point. I don't even know why we're testing. It's Pride FC. We should not be testing. But a minus 780 favorite for Bob Sapp is pretty nuts. 6'5", 265, 7'2", 265. Seoul, South Korea. Let's get the damn thing going. Marcotte, the referee, ringside judges. Here we go. They touch gloves. They meet in the center. There's misses the right hook and gets countered with the right cross. There's Hungman Choi using that reach to his advantage. There's a stinging high right head kick. Oh, and Sapp is hurt. Hungman Choi knocks him down with the big uppercut. He's rocking him now. On the ground, Marcotte pulls him away. What a win for Hungman Choi. Easy money with a plus 620 underdog. Holy shit. Wow. Yeah. I mean, what a win. The heavy underdog. Knocking him out. He's just so goddamn big. You cannot... We gotta do him instead of Struth, though, for sure. That's the next fight. That's the next fight for Hungman Choi. As the Predator Don Fry taking on Fabricio Werdum. 6'4" for Fabricio Werdum, who's also 6'4". Is Don Fry 20-8. Plus 560 underdog. But we just saw betting lines maybe throw them out the window here. Everyone's wanting to put on a show. It's the biggest show of the year. They're putting in 110% effort out there as far as from the training camps. They're wanting to get a big win on the big stage. See one of the Cowards referee ringside judges here, but there's no touch gloves here. These two men, no love lost here. As I can't connect with the step strikes this Fry, but it's a right hand. There's a punch for Werdum was equal to it. Again, Werdum just kind of moving out of the way. Can't hit the sub left jab. Hits the right hand though. Looked like about to see a shot from Werdum, but Fry was more aggressive, took the initiative. Punch from Fry fails to land. A jab is wide from Fry, then he lands the right hand. And Werdum looking for the takedown. Great stop from Fry. Honestly, didn't think he was going to do that, but he is still up against the ropes, looking for the trip. It's a beautiful trip. He's got side control, looking for mount. Gives up his back instead. As he always blocks him from getting his hooks in at least, trying to get him off his back. Wow. How about that? So now he's on top in guard. See what Werdum does on his back. Well, he stands up. So there we go. As Werdum looking to go right back into another takedown. Kicking him down. He's got a hold of his leg, though. He's probably going to trip him here. Yep, he does so. Got side control. Again, the mount. And, again, rather gives up his back. So there we go. Looking to get both hooks in. Again, maybe here. Just fucking deja vu. We do the same thing. Right again. They're back standing. Both strikes are without success. Right cross is blocked for Werdum. Trying to shortening the range is Fry. He's confident in those strikes. And there's a beautiful right uppercut. Knocks him down. Holy shit. Is Fry going to beat him again? Oh, man. Wow. Don Fry, 44 years old, gets his 21st win in a hell of a fashion. I mean, someone made Bang! If they went with the underdog parlay on the prelim. Holy shit. What a prelim. Giving thanks to Don Fry praises team Minnesota Martial Arts Academy is very responsible. All of his fans can support him. He says he knows that beating Fabricio Werdum is a big upset. He always believes in himself, though. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. And on to the main card now. Nate Marcotte, Leopoldo Cerro, minus 380, plus 300. Is this just the night of the underdogs here for Shockwave 2009? Iwan Takawa is a referee. Ringside judges. Here we go. We're underway. They touch gloves. Start wrestling in an over-under. Marcotte has the advantage here, but he's going for a knee strike, but Cerro prevents it, trying to muscle against the ropes. Oh, and Gates out in position to grapple now. Does Cerro looking to suck him into the guard? He does so. Looking for an armbar from the bottom. That's not happening though. Looking for it again. Still can't get it. Looking to pass guard. He does so, but he loses control. So here comes a scramble. Scrambles back to his feet. Cerro presses him back against the ropes. A minute or so passes the two of them with just pressed up against the close and exchanging short punches to the body and the side of the head. Again, looking to take a trip. And it's a great trip takedown, rather. It was a great inside leg trip. Sees Marcotte get thrown to the mat. Cerro now pounding away, using underhooks very quickly to try to get some scrambling in, but it's too quick. That was able to grab side control to Cerro. Cerro, of course, he's more skilled on the ground than Marcotte is, and we're seeing it so far that seems to be true. Keeps him down there for a little bit, 3 minutes. He's still just trying to land some strikes. Now here comes a knee. Cerro looking for it, but he's off balance, though, and here comes a scramble. Cerro leaves his leg in, and now Marcotte immediately tries to grab it. That's a mistake. Should not have done that. Now we're back where we were, but Marcotte still trying to burst into life. But again, Cerro is in complete control on top, and we're seeing it there. Complete domination, really, from Leopoldo Cerro on the ground. Had the takedown, sucked him into his guard, and just all Leopoldo Cerro there. Again, the crazy thing, he is a plus 300 underdog, and he was an absolute maniac out there. See what happens here as Marcotte hits a left jab and a big right, though. Oh, and he's rocked, though. Look at Nate Marcotte come. Oh, and there's a spinning back fist. Knocks him down. Is he going to finish him here? Oh, but Cerro survives. Wow. What a great start, though, for Marcotte. Now looking for a knee bar, rather. Not happening, though. Looking for another knee bar. I don't think he's going to tap out Cerro, but I mean, he's trying to finish him here, but what a spinning back fist, though, up against the ropes. Sick. And now there's two left jabs, a fast high right kick to the side of the head. He's rocked him here. Looking for the knee. That gets blocked. Cerro is able to circle away from the ropes and return to the center, though somehow does not go down. And that is the end of the second round, which, what a round for Nate Marcotte. Dropped him, landed some heavy shots. Great round for Marcotte. It's going to come down to this final round, honestly, because that was all Marcotte, obviously, and plus had the knockdown, so I think he did more damage, obviously, with that knockdown, and also the head kick, too, but we'll see how the judges are going to score it, as Marcotte starts off with a jab that lands, but these big right hand misses. Cerro looking for maybe a chance to grapple again. Marcotte, though, connects with the two left hands, a beautiful straight right. Cerro shoots for the takedown, can't quite get him, drives him against the rope, so looking for the trip. It's a great, excellent outside leg trip. Looks for the knees, the ribs. Yeah, and now looks for it again, but Marcotte was ready for it. Scrambles back to life now, and Cerro spots an opportunity to move in quickly, tries to secure one of the legs, but he ends up having to pull half guard, unable to secure it. Probably shouldn't have risked going for it there, but I get down. You're desperate. You just went down in the second round. You got to do something. As Marcotte punches down on Cerro, but they're easily taking on the gloves, using an underhook to set it up. Cerro looks to scramble, seizing the opportunity. Cerro is too slow, though, gets caught in side control. Punching down on him is Marcotte. And, man, that's going to be an interesting round to judge. Because, Marcotte had the takedown, but that was pretty much it. Everything else was on Marcotte. I would give it to Marcotte if it was me. Let's see how the judges think. Yeah, all you siding with Nate Marcotte. It's a great win for Nate. 22 wins. Tough break for Leopoldo Cerro. Just really standing. He didn't have a chance. They outstruck him for sure. But it's a tough fight, though, for sure. I mean, he didn't finish him. There's fair fucks to him for hanging in there. As he thanks him for connecting Greg Jackson's Mixed Martial Arts for helping prepare for the fight, and sponsors for supporting him financially. It's now our welterweight contest. Livewire, Jason Bonflu versus Chris Lights Out Lytle, 20, 10, and 4. 18-7 Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, boxing Jiu-Jitsu for Chris Lytle. He is the underdog, I'd say one of the smallest on the sides of underdog so far at plus 270. No team for Jason Bonflu, which might cause to be a detriment. We'll see what happens. Hideki Nugumu is a referee. Ringside judges. Here we go. They touch gloves. Lytle tries to get a takedown. Brilliant sprawl, though, from Bonflu. Looking for the bulldog choke. It's too quick, though. Scrambles for it. And scramble results in Lytle being on his back, though. So he ends up losing out in that scramble. Looking for it again. Oh, that's now side control for Von Flue. Looking for the knee bar. He fights it off. Looking for the Von Flue choke. Oh, he doesn't get it. Looking for a knee bar. Yeah, I mean, you're in Von Flue's world. He's going to try everything he can to get something. Not happening. Looking for a knee strike. Lytle didn't connect. I guess Lytle was moving too much, though. I think New Boom's going to stand him up. I think that's the right decision. Von Flue looking for a trip. It's a great trip. He's got his back. Looking for the rear naked choke. He's going to have to get both hooks in, I think, if he's going to want to finish him here. Which he's not even there we go. Oh, well, Lytle blocks it. I was going to say, he finally goes for it. But, yeah, I mean, he's still just going to try to throw it out there. But now a minute left. Von Flue moves in, looking for the trip. It's a great trip again. Yeah, I think Von Flue's just going to outclass him here. Nothing really happening there in that first. We'll see what happens in the second. Von Flue steps in and works his way into down position to clinch. Trying to push Lytle so his back is against the ropes. Achieves it. Got him up against the ropes, looking for the trip. Quick insect leg trip there. As Von Flue tries to break the guard and look for the leg lock. As Lytle stops him, though. Trying to catch Von Flue with a punch. It's off target. As now looking for another leg lock. It's not happening. Tries to get a double underhook, but Von Flue stopping that. Again with the leg lock now with an arm. Von Flue fins it off, though. And now looking again for the leg lock. Looking for an arm bar from the bottom. This is just the throwing everything at the wall here. As Von Flue sees his chance, it grabs him to a clinch. Another takedown, yep. Chris Lytle does not have anything for these trip takedowns, though. He has been perfect the entire time. Not a lot of strikes, but they are throwing submissions at each other left and right. They get up close to wrestling here. Looking for a trip. It's a great inside leg trip. Lytle gets thrown on the mat. And now looks for a scramble, but Von Flue gets side control. Looking for the Von Flue choke. Still can't get that Von Flue choke. Looking for the Kimura now. Knee strikes to the ribs. He's doing everything he can. Somehow ends up on top of Lytle in the north-south position. Looking for the scramble again, but Von Flue sees it coming. Gets into the top now. Side control. Minute left. Looking for a knee bar, maybe potentially end this fight with a submission win. It's going to be a decision win for Jason Von Flue. Great performance from him. I mean, he's dominant. Chris Lytle couldn't do anything about the takedowns. Nothing more you could really say there. As Von Flue thanks all of his sponsors for backing him. Also thanks his family, friends, supporter. As, oh my. Here we go. Crow Cop versus Gonzaga. 13-3, 10-2. Kickboxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He is the favorite. Minus 210 favorite. Team Quest, no team for Crow Cop. Both at 6'2", 10 pounds advantage as Gonzaga, at least on the weigh-in. Maybe he's fighting even heavier. You want the Cowboys referee, ringside judges. Here we go. Ignores the offer to touch gloves as Crow Cop. He's going to probably wish he did not do that. Here comes a quick jab and a quick head kick, though. With the counter, only rocks him. Come on, Gonzaga. Oh, yeah. Knocks him down. Crow Cop with the big head kick. Look at the finish from here. Heavy shot for heavy shot. Ain't one of the Cowboys got to step in and save him. Yes. Redemption. Fuck yeah. 14th win for Crow Cop. Bouncing back after losing his heavyweight title. As the underdog. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Man. He's so dangerous. You can't sleep on him. His name checks off his sponsor office. Then thanks all of his fans who turned out to support him. Our next contest, lightweight contest, Toby Josh the Punk Thompson. Before we get into our title fights for the night, Toby 25-9, Josh Thompson 17-5. Judo background, wrestling, kickboxing background. Josh Thompson I think he was the underdog in their first fight as well. We can take a look here, I believe. Yeah, he was a plus 260 underdog, which he is a plus 210 underdog here. So a little bit more his way, but still the underdog. We'll see what happens in this one. I take a new Google as a referee. Ringside judges, here we go. They touch gloves. I have the same idea. They come together in a clinch. Thompson's trying to muscle him against ropes. He does so. Look at the go down low. Grab both legs. He's got the takedown as well. Looking for an armbar from the bottom. Mata can't get it, though. Looking for some elbows now. Now he gets pushed back. There's a leg kick there. Has to step back after throwing a vicious up kick to Zimata. So now Thompson stand back, trying to avoid those up kicks. Now Thompson's just going to let him stand back up. I think that's a good decision. They clinch up again. Thompson's using that wrestling to all of his advantage here with another takedown. And he's got his back now. This is not good. If he's got both hooks in, it's over. It's not happening. Stops the arm from getting underneath the chin. Yeah, not going to happen. Still not happening. Again, blocks him. 2 minutes now, they stand him back up. There's a right cross that lands hard from Thompson. Now another down position to clinch. Can he do it again? Is there going to be a third takedown? Oh no, he might have out-wrestled him this time. Now looking for the takedown. Thompson gets it back again. There's a knee strike to the body. Another knee strike to the body. A third one. Now he's got him up against the ropes. He does get that takedown. Man, this is the night of the underdogs for sure. I mean, Josh Thompson's completely outclassed him that first round. He did nothing the entire 10 minutes. Crazy. We'll see what happens In the next round, Imada's already got some heavy shots taken to the ribs. He's seen the red marks on the body. It's not good sign for him as he's opening up. Looking for a 1-2, but Imada was equal to it. Now looking for a down position in the clinch is Thompson. Got him up against the ropes, looking for the takedown. He's got it. It's a slam. He's got his back again. If he can just get both hooks in, he still can't get that body triangle. Oh, now he's got both hooks in. It's over. It is all over. What a win for Josh Thompson. Great win. 18th win for Josh Thompson. Toby Imada now 25-10. Loses again to Josh Thompson, this time in a decisive fashion. This has been a huge night for the underdog. Josh Thompson gives a name check to everyone at CSW. Obviously responsible of his friends, famous supporters. Praises Toby Imada, has a lot of respect for him. His praises toughness there. As our middleweight co-main event title fight, Fabio Maldonado, Anderson the Spider Silva. So far, we have seen a lot of finishes. We've seen a lot of exciting fights, and I think this is going to be another one right here. I think this can go the distance, or this will not go the distance, rather, excuse me, because these two men are some fucking killers in there. Minus 160, plus 120, the closest on the betting lines we've seen so far. That might actually be detrimental. It might be a little too, kind of, guys are a little too, maybe trigger shy, don't want to get caught. They respect each other's kind of dangerous abilities, and they're just kind of playing. But Silva he is a counter striker, so I think that will play more into his strengths. We'll see. We'll see how this one goes. Middleweight title fight, though, of course, he won the Cowboys referee. As Maldonado did weigh in the same as Silva yesterday, but he clearly is fighting at like a 225, 215 now. So here we go. Maldonado comes forward on the attack there. Silva with a counter left. Can't connect the step strikes. There's a right roundhouse kick to the ribs, though. Again, Maldonado stepping in to Silva's. There's a left hand that misses from Maldonado and hits the vicious right. Steps forward, looking to exchange. There's two left hands exchange from Silva. Silva now, again, ready for the counter. There's a left jab, that's connected with the right to the body. Two punches, but Silva, superb guard here. Absorbs them all with ease. Again, great job on the defense. Off target with the left jab, also doesn't reach the body with a hook to the body. As Silva now trying to trash talk now. Off target with a jab, lands the left hand to the body. Silva again, standing ready. He's landing shots, though. Maldonado, there's a left cross, a spin kick to the ribs. As now he's slipping past the right hook, rather, and attacks a left roundhouse kick to the ribs. Here comes another counter with a left jab and a right hook from Silva. Oh, Silva's off target with a pair of jabs, but hits the left roundhouse kick to the body again. Fails on the hook to the body, but hits the jab as Maldonado steps in looking to attack. There's the left hand, rather, but Silva hits a jab, but misses the spin kick. Moving forward now, Maldonado looking to get him back down. Misses the cross. Here comes a counter with a jab and a right roundhouse kick to the body. Doesn't connect. They come together, don't really land anything. There's a left jab, but misses the right hook. Here comes Silva with a left roundhouse kick to the body again. That left roundhouse kick to the body seems to be working for him. There's a left jab, but it can't hit the right cross. Here comes a left jab, but doesn't connect with a low kick to Silva. Silva slipping past the right hook and counters a left jab and a right hook that's avoiding the last possible second. Dodging a right hand and counterattacks with a quick left jab and a kick to the body that gets parried. Misses the attempted shot to the body. Doesn't connect with the roundhouse kick to the body to Silva. Now switching to southpaw Silva, looking for the counter. Here comes the counter from Silva as he misses the big right hand as Maldonado. Here comes a couple of jabs that are followed by a spin kick that just fails to land home. As Maldonado scores the jab, misses the right hand. Here comes a right jab, but also missing with his left hand here. Outside now, obviously Silva is switching to southpaw. He's looking to land with that big left as he steps in all the way, watched in by Silva. Trying to get him with a brace of jabs and also fails on the hook to the body. Silva again letting him step in. Doesn't connect with the right jab, but lands the left hook. There's a left jab and also a left hook to the side of the body there. Jab, but fails on this hook to the body. Again, Silva ready for the counter. Here comes a right hook that's countered with a jab and a left roundhouse kick to the body. Doesn't connect. Neither fighter comes to blows towards the end of the round. Interesting fight for sure so far in the first round. Silva's landed a little bit more. We haven't really seen any power shots yet, but Silva so far has been the better striker so far, which we could have saw coming. I think it is going into a bit of the realm that I thought it would be, where they're a little gun shy. They're kind of afraid to get caught. If you're Fabio Maldonado, obviously you have something to worry about with Silva ready at the counter at all times. Silva again ready for the counter. Here comes a jab. It doesn't connect with the right hand. Does Maldonado, as Silva is off target with the jab. Also has a good kick to the leg though. As now Fabio's breathing a little heavier. Moving in, doesn't connect with the left jab. It also lands a right hook though. Silva starting to slow down, steps in, connects with the left hand, and there's a cut. That's what Maldonado needs for sure. Misses the big right hand. Here comes a spinning kick to the ribs, though, from Silva on the counter. There's 2 punches without issue. This guard remains solid. 2 wayward punches are set up for the low kick, but Maldonado sees it coming and checks it. There's a left hook to the side of the body. Silva's off target with a left jab, but hits a glancing blow with a high kick. Stepping in, Maldonado looks to engage, slipping past the right hook to Silva, attacks with a right cross. There's a left jab, but doesn't find the mark with a right hook. Sharp 1-2 there from Silva. Moving forward, Maldonado looks to strike. Silva stands ready. Off target with a pair of jabs, lands the right hook. Lands a left jab, but also has a right hand taken on the glove. Steps in, watched in all the way by Silva. Silva scores with a jab. Has the right hook blocked. Using the left jab. Doesn't connect with the right hand to the body. Exchange of strikes happens in the center of the ring. Nothing really comes of it to end out this round as well. Interesting one, because I think Fabio maybe did enough to win that round. It was very, very close. You know, Silva has one more strike, but even then, I don't think the glancing blow did enough, because I think it was Maldonado. At least he cut him open. We'll see what happens. Cutman tries to work him out to stop that cut going into the final round. Silva, again, ready for the counter. Misses the right hook, and here comes the counter with a left hook and a right... quick left jab and a right hook that's avoided at the last possible second. Missing the right jab. Lands the left hook to the body, though. Nails the one punch from the floor. This will connect with a spin kick, though. Silva comes in with a slithering kick to the legs there, as coming in, again, Silva dodging the right hand and counterattacks with 2 jabs, followed by a leg kick to the body. Silva's got him into a more tight clinch, perhaps. He does so, but he gets he slips out of it. Does Maldonado right away. Left jab and misses the right hook. Second part of the final round here. Here comes Maldonado looking to engage, missing the big right hand. Here comes a quick left jab and a right hook from Silva. Coming in and engage. I mean, Maldonado's blown up at this point. Silva misses the low kick, and now the fatigue's also creeping in for Silva as well. Silva dodges the right hand and counterattacks with left jab and a right hook that's avoided the last possible second. Minute left. Stand and trade, nothing really happening. They both collapse into a clinch, and that's the end of the fight. Let's see what happens on the score. This one, yes, Silva wins by unanimous decision. I see that. That makes a lot of sense. Second defense of the prime middleweight title. Tough break. That was only an average fight. I think that just kind of happens sometimes with Silva, as far as when you're a counter striker, you can only go as much as the other person is willing to go, and he did a great job countering a lot of stuff, and he just outclassed him, really, as far as picked him apart. As Silva thanks everyone connected to Who's Valley $2 for having prepared for the fight, the sponsor supporting him financially. Anderson Silva celebrates still being the prime middleweight champion, says he's looking forward to his next challenger. Our main event, the horses here. Sergey Curtner, Big Ben Rothwell for the heavyweight title. 6'5", 260, 6'4", 240, giant men. Sambo boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu. Background for Big Ben Rothwell, who's sport, no team. Both guys at -110. Both guys 29 years old. First time meeting here. We'll see what happens for the Pride heavyweight title. Hideki Nagumo's the referee. Ringside judges, here we go. Opening bell. And Sergey's not touching gloves. Here comes the exchange. Rothwell with a counter jab. 1-2 doesn't land from Sergey here. They both are not really landing here. Misses attempted shot to the body. Sergey misses on the counter as well. Punch from Rothwell fizzle in. Sergey trying to shoot on him. He's got him up against the ropes there. See what Sergey's going to do now. Tries for the foot stomp, but Rothwell sees that chance to create some space. And back into the center we go. There's a jab and a right hand from Rothwell. Dominant position to clinch now. Look at the knee strike to the body. Looking to muscle him up. He's got him. Holy shit, there's an elbow to the face. Look at Rothwell go. A few short punches to the ribs land. Sergey's trying to fight back. Hard foot stomp now. Rothwell using that, as far as that extra 20 pounds to good use. There's a knee strike to the thigh. Hideki Nagumo's going to separate him. Nails the right cross. Rothwell misses the low kick. Quick punches hit, though, for Rothwell. Now he's got him in the clinch here, perhaps. Sergey still can't get him into where he was wanting in the grapple. And Rothwell's just going to get him up against the ropes again, maybe. Oh, Sergey's back in control. He's finally got him against the ropes. Looking for a takedown. Great takedown. Got side control. Now you're in Sergey's world. We'll see what's going to happen here. He's trying to pull guard, not happening. Keep a couple of punches to keep him guessing. Rothwell's trying to pull guard. A few weak-looking punches now from Sergey. Sergey, he got his takedown. He stayed him up with a second left. It's an interesting one. I think Sergey might have did enough to steal it there at the end. Very, very interesting. Big Man Rothwell's going to have to do something here in the second. Is moving forward closer now, rather, is Rothwell. Looking to angle some grappling here. The Sergey can't quite do it. Can't hit the jab. Then hits the right cross. It lands hard, though. Rothwell's breathing a little heavier now. I think you're now stepping into Sergey's world, though. If you're getting tired, he's going to try to keep wearing you out. But there's a big right hand that lands again. Sergey looking for the takedown. He's got it. It's a single leg. But Oh, and he's rocking him now. A little ground and pound. Oh, wait a minute, he's got an arm. Oh, my God. Can you imagine? That would have been nuts. Looking for an armbar now. This Sergey. That's not happening. Fires off a handful of punches. Trying to move the guard. Not happening either. My God. What a just last-ditch effort, though, from Big Ben Rothwell to just throw an armbar out there. He about got it. That would have been a hell of a win. Sergey, though, he's up on the scorecard, I think. Rothwell's going to have to finish him here in the third. Punch, but Sergey was equal to it. Gets a hold of him without taking too much damage. That's kind of trying to get him against the ropes, but Rothwell now got him up against the ropes this time. Knee strike to the thigh. A couple more. Looking for the takedown. He's got it. This is a good start from Rothwell in this round. Trying to sweep him. Not happening. I can't smother him. He's got to do damage. He's got to, you can't lay and pray. He's got to stand him up. So Rothwell's got to roll the shoulders, try to relieve the pressure. Coming closer, looking to attack. Again, Sergey's looking to... Oh, my God, what a right cross. He knocks him down at the end, out the third. He's going to finish him here. No way. Oh, my God. What a win for Big Ben Rothwell. 2 seconds left on the clock, and he knocks him out. Holy shit. What a win. I think he was going to lose that fight on the scorecard for sure. If that's going the distance, even with that knockdown... Let's say he doesn't finish the fight. I don't think he's going to win that round. Or I don't think he's going to win the fight off of just basing it off of these metrics. But holy shit, what a win for Big Ben Rothwell. That is massive. Unreal. Praises his team at Roof Sport. He's very responsible of his fans to come out and support him. Man, what a win. Absolutely unreal. What a main event. Almost 22,000 in attendance to see that crazy-ass main event. But yeah, that's definitely one for the... as far as for the entire series, that's definitely one to remember for sure. That was incredible. Incredible main event. That was a fun card, though. Some of it didn't really pan out as much as I hoped. Really with that Josh Thompson, Toby Mata fight, I think, comes to mind. The Silva-Fabio fight, I could kind of see maybe potentially happening. Marcotte, though, wins, so that was fun on the main card. And yeah, just, I mean, what a show. What a show. Increased our pop everywhere. And yeah, I mean, you got to give a performance bonus for Big Ben Rothwell. We got to. Josh Thompson, Crow Cop, even though he was the underdog going into that fight, just weirdly enough. And then probably Hungman Choi. And yeah, I guess Dog Fry too. Getting a lot of performance bonuses out. Yeah, we still made about $7 million. A little over that. That's nice. That's good to know. Yeah, just from the gate alone. Basically made our money back. But that will do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. And now we'll go into our final year, 2010, of Pride FC. The end of the road. We're almost there. As thank you all for watching. Thank you all for keeping up with the series so far. 9 whole years of this save. And like 2 years, almost 3 years of full time in real life. Which is pretty crazy to think. Yeah, we'll get you guys next time. Take care, everyone.